Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on the morning of Saturday, June 20th, 2024. Stand by for a campaign announcement from candidate Ralph Crandon. This is your favorite alien campaign manager for Ralph Crandon's campaign committee for President of the United States. And I want to open today by giving you a preliminary view on the platform that Mr. Crandon is going to adhere to as an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States. Number one, we must secure for ourselves a prime directive and a doctrine. We must change the ones we got. We essentially could keep 80% of the prime directive. The preamble to the U.S. Constitution is the United States prime directive. We have to establish it to assure more than just a domestic tranquility, because we don't have that. Promote justice, we don't have that either. And secure the general welfare of our citizens. We don't have that. And the 50 members who established the United States, their memberships are long lost in the ambles of history. We got to get together with the 50 states that make up the United States and see why they're in the Union. And make the preamble, the prime directive, more valid to why we have members in the Union. Because we have a duty to our members. Heck, we don't even promote the common defense of our members, let alone to promote the general welfare of their people, which are our people. Because remember, Americans are citizens of the Federation of the United States. But they're still citizens of Ohio, citizens of Michigan, Florida, Alaska, New Mexico, and Texas too, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, and Delaware, those small little states that figure that they're always left out of the Union. Got to do something to promote the general welfare and let them know that they're in. Make sure that our posterity is there for the long term. Right now, we don't have any posterity. We're on the verge of being disintegrated. And a doctrine. We can't change the U.S. Constitution, but we can adopt a new one. Take about 60% of what you got in the U.S. Constitution and make it better. Remember, we only had a half a loaf on this Constitution per President Thomas Jefferson when he got the Constitution from President James Madison. We need to make it at least 85 to 90% of a loaf and get away from the heel of the bread, which is so stale right now, it's not even funny. This is part of the platform and the major issues that we have to deal with right at the beginning. Immigration. We have to deal with that. It won't be easy and it won't satisfy the whole 50 United States, but you have to do it. You can't, like Trump says, throw everybody out. Can't do that. And you can't, like Biden says, bring all Tom, Dick, and Harry in here. Can't do that either. Some of them are going to go out because of different issues, and that's not being inhumane. You must close your borders. That's not being inhumane because you can't afford to absorb any more people. You get a deal with what you got, and it'll take about 3 to 4 years to do that. And being money to other people with a $33 or $34 trillion debt. You can't afford to give money to Israel. You cannot afford to give money to Egypt. You cannot afford to give money to the United Nations, which is a joke, because they take that money and use weapons against you in the UN. Is that what you want? You're supposed to, remember, promote the common defense. And that's not promoting the common defense. That's interfering in other people's affairs. Other people fund Iran. So Iran funds other people. If you can stop the funding of these different organizations and tell the totalitarian states, China and Russia specifically, and the rest of the minor ones, we live in a planet that we have to share. We don't want your territory, and why do you want other people's territory? We've had enough with what we have. It's hard to control. It's hard to control for you. So let's make it a planet that we can live, coexist. And the people who don't like it, they can move to other planets. We can move to other planets and establish our own civilization there. And there will be people that eventually will leave that planet to establish their own. It's just the way things from societies of sentient beings are. There's never 100% yippee, we got it all 100%. If you can get to 85%, you're lucky. But anywhere between 75 to 85, that's doing a good on a civilization. So our top 3 priorities. Number 1, get a new prime directive. Number 2, get a new doctrine. Number 3, address the 2 things that are costing the United States issues. Money and citizenship, i.e. immigration follows under that, and people's right to exist, as in abortion. Is abortion moral? Well, if you go by the strict use of the word morality, no, because you have to kill a being. But who is to tell you when that being starts? To me, the being starts when you spank him when he comes out. That is a living being. Okay? That's the definition that most universal sentient forms have. When it appears on the planet, it's a living being. You don't have that. You have things that are making it worse for you, i.e. religions. Faith is good. Religion is bad. You have to decide that on your own. But these are the preliminary things to Ralph Crandon's platform. There will be more coming out as the campaign goes. This is your favorite alien campaign manager for Ralph Crandon, President of the United States, as the third-party candidate. Good day.